Hi, my name is Michael Weichert, Chief Architect at Pinnacle Labs, and today I'd like to review some of the improvements we made that make it easier than ever to get started with using Taqueria to manage your projects targeting the Tezos blockchain. New to Taqueria? It's a CLI and VS Code extension that simplifies development for Tezos by integrating with the best tools in the ecosystem. The project is funded by the Tezos Foundation and actively maintained by Pinnacle Labs. In version 0.47, we developed a one-line installer that can be used to install the Taqueria CLI. This installer supports macOS, Windows with WSL, and Linux. The installer will guide you through the process, and you'll be ready to use Taqueria in less than a minute. After it's installed, just run tac new. This will create a project from our Getting Started with LIGO scaffold, and the scaffold is a pre-built Taqueria project with a provided structure, configuration, plugins, and smart contracts, all intact and integrated to help you become productive with Taqueria as quickly as possible. We have many scaffolds available, which I'll link to in the description. Once you've scaffolded your project, you just have to run tac start, which, depending on which scaffold you use, will either display a quick start guide for how to continue further, such as you see here with our Getting Started scaffold, but in the case of our taco scaffold, we'll start a Web3 application, as well as an integrated sandbox of the Tezos blockchain running locally on your computer. Moving on, smart contracts for the Tezos blockchain are developed in a powerful language called Michelson, which is great, but a little tricky to get started with. Taqueria supports authoring smart contracts in multiple high-level languages via plugins, which you can easily install using the tac install command. We have plugins for multiple compilers such as LIGO, SmartPy, and Archetype. As we're using the Getting Started with LIGO scaffold, you'll see we already have some plugins installed. Our LIGO, FlexTessa, and Taquito plugins. As we have the FlexTessa plugin installed, we can run the tac start sandbox command to launch a fully local instance of the Tezos blockchain with some pre-funded accounts to use and a working blockchain indexer called Taqueria. Our project includes a simple contract that stores a single integer value with methods or entry points that can be called to increment, decrement, or reset that integer value. It also includes some automated unit tests that we'll have a look at a bit later. You can compile a contract using the tac compile command and deploy that to the blockchain using tac deploy. You can also run automated tests using Taqueria. We have many plugins available, which I've also linked to in the description, and I encourage you to browse and take a look at what Taqueria has to offer. We're working on some exciting developments for Taqueria, including a Getting Started with SmartPy scaffold, a plugin for TZ Compose, which will streamline your deployments, and much more. You can follow us on Twitter, Medium, or join our channel on the Tezos Discord server to follow our developments and participate in our community discussions. I look forward to seeing you all there. Keep well, and we'll talk to you all again soon.